For about 11 years, I worked in a freelance capacity for a London firm. Each project I did for them was a 5-day project. On the first day of that project, I would do a conference call with a client and work out the parameters of the project, the key things that the client wanted. And then I'd write up a document and deliver it to the company that I was working for. And I did that for about 11 years. There was a precedent that if their client, pulled out of the project at a later stage, they would always pay me for that initial work. They gave me a number of projects around 2020 during lockdown, sort of 4 or 5 projects that totaled around £1,250. I tried to invoice for that last year or in the last year. And every time I asked them, because I'd always have to ask them for a purchase order number, which they would give me to put on the invoice, I asked a number of times and they wouldn't give it to me. And in the end, the CEO and owner of the company wrote to me and said, look, I want to continue working with you. The company isn't in the greatest position. The climate's bad. But at the moment, I can't see why we would pay you for work that's unfinished. The project didn't complete. And I said, well, you've always paid me. And he said, well, even if I wanted to, it's not a great time. So basically, they've blocked me from paying for this work. Where do I stand? Can I put a claim in for small claims?
Great question,
I'm no longer
Simon.
working with them.
How much are you owned?
It's only about, it's not a huge amount, £1,250, but it's, it's still money I worked for.
Yeah. Do you have a written contract with this company?
I've never had a written contract.
Right.
There always has been a precedent that they would pay me for work.
Yep.
Done,
and that's certainly the
project
presumption. If you do the work, you should get paid. It's not conditional. Unless you've been told it's conditional on the contract materialising, then it is not conditional on the contract materialising. So you are entitled to that money. There is not a shadow of doubt, and it sounds like the CEO is a little bit of a scumbag. He might be desperate.
Okay.
The company might be going into liquidation. He might be doing everything he can to save the company that involves pulling a fast one on you. But legally, he hasn't got a hope of defending this claim. So 100%, Simon, put a claim in to the small claims court, you will win.